Hello everybody, and welcome to today's video, and I'm going to start screen recording. And so in case you guys do not know what The Lord of the Reeds is, The Lord of the Reeds is a TBR game that is based on Lord of the Rings, and we are going to let it choose my summer TBR. So June is going to be a busy month, kind of the beginning of June a little bit, and middle of June definitely. Gonna be traveling, so I'm hoping for like some shorter book-ish, but I do not really care. We're gonna choose both from my physical TBR, my Goodreads TBR, and what I have on hold on Libby. So we're gonna make it one round around the board, and let's get started. I'm gonna choose. That's what I'm choosing. And we're going to roll our first roll and choose our first book. 3. Okay, so we're moving 3 spaces. Continue series. Okay. Do I have any physical series that I own that I could continue? Yes, I do. A Vow So Bold and Deadly. This is going to be finishing a series, Curse So Dark and Lonely series by Bridget Kemmerer. The first book, it follows this girl, I forgot her name, Harper, and she has cerebral palsy, I think, and it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, so she is kidnapped and transported into this other world where Prince Ren, who is the prince, is forced to repeat his 18th year, his 18th fall, the fall of his 18th birthday or whatever. And it goes from there. And this is the third book in the series. I had previously DNF'd it only 40 pages in, but I'm ready to pick it back up. I think at that time I just wasn't ready for a fantasy. I didn't want to read it, but now I am more interested. We're gonna go 10 books. Let's do 10 or more. If we make it to 10 when we finish going to the finish line, then that's great. We don't have to do another time. But if we don't, even by 1, we have to continue and repeat. 10. TBR jar. TBR jar will decide my fate. This has prompts and individual books. And it's stuffed pack. Gonna go for this one right here. And it's a prompt because the ones that are folded like this are prompts. Place in the title. Okay. Mansfield Park. We could go with Mansfield Park. North and South, I would count, but that would be too much of a stretch. Weekend Kosovo could be a good one because Kosovo is a country in Europe. We're gonna go with Weekend to Kosovo. It's a book about missionaries. I don't remember when I got it. Probably visiting a church somewhere. Book traces the experience and involvement in Kosovo and members of the Albanian Evangelical Mission, and explains the background of fear, sorrow, and hatred which was so evident in the first few years of the 20th century. It also looks at the beginning and growth of an evangelical church in Kosovo and its appeal to readers for their concern, prayer, and service in the situation which exists there in the 21st century. Please read it thoughtfully and carefully, and may God speak to you as you do so before him. We're gonna go with that. And then next one, we're gonna roll 12 series. And let's continue the series. Let me go into my Libby and see what series I have. Ooh, Bloodmarked, Tracy Deonn. Let's go with that. Every time we add another book that I don't own, I'm just gonna add one tab for it. So, gonna go with Blood Marked by Tracy Deonn. This is just to keep count of like how many books that we have. And there's no way we're not gonna do it again. 8. Read a self-published book. Definitely not any of these in the front. Or those in the back. I'm gonna go with... Actually, I don't think I have like an actually independently published book. And I don't think that there's any on my Goodreads TBR either. At least that I could get access to on Libby. So we're gonna choose another card. Read a book whose author is from the same town as you. I'm gonna choose another card because I don't want to share any of that. Highest rated book on your TBR. I don't think that any of the books that I own will be on my want to read list or in my Libby. That will be like highly rated because a lot of those will have like 1 or 2 ratings if we're being completely honest. Gonna go with highest rating. Valorane. I don't think we're gonna have that. Nope. That's the second book in a series. Trustfall, that hasn't come out. Neither has Mirror of Infinite Endings. Winter Heart. I don't think I entirely want to go with this. Besides, that's not the right author or book. The Chosen Upon This Rock. The Chosen, Come and See. We might have that. Nope. I can't do Lightbringer or Words of Radiance. My library doesn't have Stormbringer. Lillian Keith. You know, The Gilded Blade is coming out this summer. We could do The Gilded Blade. We're gonna do The Gilded Blade by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the next book in her new series that's in the world of the Inheritance games. And so this follows Grayson and then a couple other characters and like really just like expands on the world. It doesn't need another book, but personally I like it. I don't love it. It's just okay, but it was pretty good, and I like 1 or 2 of the new characters. I'm gonna finish. Pick a book as a reward. Steeping of Blood, because I'm gonna read that soon anyway. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna read The Steeping of Blood. No. Another book that I have to read during the summer. Summer Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. This is a summer romance. Okay, this is the first book by K.L. Walther that I own or have read. Meredith Fox has lost her sister Claire 18 months ago, so she shut everyone out. But this summer she's determined to join the world again. The annual family vacation to Martha's Vineyard seems like the perfect place to reconnect. Her entire extended family is gathering for a big summer wedding, and although Meredith is dateless after being unexpectedly dumped, she's excited to participate for the traditional Fox family game of Assassin that will take place during the week of the wedding festivities. Claire always loved the game, and Meredith is determined to honor her legacy. But when Meredith forms an alliance with the cute groomsman, she finds herself getting distracted. Meredith tries to focus on the game and win it for her sister, but she can't help falling for him. And as the weeks progress, she realizes that she's not only at the risk of losing the game, but also her heart. Yeah, it's a romance. And it takes place in the summer. What else could you want during the summer? And then I'm going to refresh this and then play again. Because we only have 5 books. And we want 10. Three. Series. Again. Continue a series. We're going to go into Libby and see what series we have that we need to continue. Either Arch Enemies or The Hero of Ages. I kind of want... Ooh. Actually, Sincerely Secretary of Doom. Because it's been a while since I've continued that series. And this is the second book in a series called I forgot what it's called. The High Court of the Coffee Bean. And the first book follows a prince. And this prince, he falls in love with this... I'm so sorry guys, my family barged in. But it follows this prince who fell in love with this girl. It's like dual POV. And the girl kills this fairy assassin, and so he has to send assassins after her. Except she's human. But I actually decided to go something different. A Steeping of Blood by House of Azael. This is continuing a duology by House of Azael, the Blood and Tea duology. And I don't know why that's on the floor. This follows Arthi. And she's like gathering a ragtag team of people to pull a heist that will save her tea house by day, blood house by night. That's kind of what this is. And then now book with tree on the cover. Okay. I want to go from the books that are kind of like in this area. This has like tiny trees on it, but we're not going to go with that. That also has trees, sort of. But I want tree as like the focus. Also, I read this. I don't know why this is here. We're gonna put you right there. I read that. This book about David Livingstone has palm trees on the cover. We might go with this one because it's a kid book. I'm too old for it. I just want to get it off my shelf. You know? No, I can't really do that. No. Oh, no. No. Jungle Pilot might. That does not. I think we're gonna go with this one because it has trees on the cover. Tiny trees. You know? But trees. I'm gonna go with that one. Now the 8th book. 6. TBR jar. Okay. This is probably... Oh, I accidentally drew two. I'm going to put one of them away. Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. This is right here. And I was actually thinking that I want a classic on this. And this is perfect. This is short. This is sweet. It's Jane Austen. When staying in Bath, Catherine Morland meets Henry Tilney and his sister Eleanor, who invite her to their family estate. A fan of Gothic romance novels, naive Catherine is soon letting her imagination run wild in the atmospheric abbey. So would I. Fueled by her friendship with vivacious Isabella Thorpe. It is only when the realities of life that set in that Catherine's fantastical world is shattered. A coming-of-age novel, Austen expertly parodies the Gothic romance novels of her time and reveals much about her unsentimental view of love and marriage in the 18th century. And I didn't go into what this is about. Sorry. Inspiring true stories of men and women who entered God's call. This is about a missionary named David Livingstone. 6, 7, 8. Okay. We need 2 more, at least. TBR jar again. Okay. I don't mind this. I saw what this was, but Mysterious Benedict Society, and I don't even know where it is. Oh, it's right here. This is gonna be a reread for me, but I've been wanting to reread this for a while. It's like a kid's... It's, a middle grade book, that follows these kids who are trying to kind of like take down this really influential guy who is basically set out to control everyone's minds. That's the way that I could put this simply. Okay, that's our 9th book. This is looking up to be like very good and like also like very... There's a lot of variety in here, but I kind of want a mystery thriller. I hope that comes up next. 3. Series. Another series. Okay. What do we have on Libby? We could do Vengeful. I kind of want Vengeful. Let's go with Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. Oh, I love that, like, when you search it up, the picture is the book. But, this is the 2nd book in the series, and it's a duology. Gonna be a trilogy, but it was meant to be a duology, and we follow Victor and Eli, and they partner together for their, like, kind of like capstone project, and their goal is to basically create superhumans, and it doesn't go to plan. That's all I'm gonna say. But it is really good and amazing if you love Arcane and if you love supernatural elements with morally gray characters. Morally gray. Okay. We are getting a lot of series done. This is probably going to be one of our last 3, not our last. Read a fantasy. Okay, I definitely have a couple fantasies that I own. We could go with The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I kind of want to go with this because it's Carissa Broadbent and I like her writing. This would be starting a fantasy series and it's about vampires. But I love Carissa Broadbent and I have had this on my physical TBR for like at least 2 years now. And this is going to be really good. Okay? It's going to be really good. Adopted human daughter of the Nightborn vampire king, Kiara Crya lives in her palace in a world designed to kill her. Only chance is to become something more than prey is to enter the Kejari, a legendary tournament held by the goddess of death herself. But winning won't be easy against the most vicious warriors from all those vampire houses. To survive, Oria will be forced to make an alliance with a mysterious rival. Everything about Rain is dangerous. He is a ruthless vampire, efficient killer, an enemy to her father's crown, and her greatest competition. Yet, what terrifies Oria most of all is that she finds herself strangely drawn to him. There's no room for compassion with the Kejari, and nothing more deadly than love. You know what? This sounds like a good Trials romantasy. I know that this will have spice, so if anyone is worried about that, this will have spice. It's an adult romantasy. But it's gonna be really good, you know? It'll be amazing. Oh wait, I don't know why I did that. 12. I'm gonna go until we get something that we can't do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. I'm just making this harder for myself, you know? Oldest book on your TBR. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna... Wait, actually, no. Never mind. I could sort by date added, and we're gonna go with my Goodreads TBR. I don't think I'm gonna own any of this. I don't think I'm gonna own it. But we're going with Goodreads TBR. Not newest. I don't want the newest. I want the oldest. It's probably gonna be like Moby Dick or something. Or Life of Pi. I know that's up there. Anne of Green Gables. Oh, this is actually perfect for the summer. You see? Life of Pi is up there. But Anne of Green Gables, yes. In this book, we follow Anne. And, like, she is an orphan and, like, is mistakenly, like, taken in by someone. That's the extent that I know about it. And I don't really want to know anymore outside of this. And now we're just gonna go like free for all for this one, you know? Two. I did make this harder on myself. Read a book from a trilogy. I don't think I own any books from a trilogy that we could go with. So we're gonna go through my library. I don't think I own anything from Libby. Is The Maze Runner a trilogy? Originally meant to be a trilogy. The original core story of The Maze Runner is meant to be a trilogy. So we are going to go with that. We are going to go with The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I don't really know what this is about, except it's like older dystopian, like older popular fantasy. And I can't wait for this one because I have been starting to read some of the older fantasy that I missed out on, you know? Like, I'm reading Divergent right now. I can't think of any other examples. This is gonna be our last one. trust, especially because we have only one slot. Only one slot. We just got that one, but we're gonna go again. Could do the 100 cupboards. Libby has that one, I think. And this will get off of something from my Our Fantasy, but for this, we follow this boy, and he visits his grandfather's house or something, and he finds out that his grandfather has 100 cupboards that each one of them open up to a whole different world. That's all I know about it and all I want to know. The audiobook is only 6 hours. I might do the audiobook. Gonna place a hold on that. And I thank you guys for joining this longer TBR video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And remember to hit the like button, comment something, comment your summer TBR, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, remember to subscribe.